Hey there friends, today I have an awesome cookie recipe for you. We are making mocha chocolate chip cookies. This recipe is actually adapted from my favorite chocolate chip cookie recipe, which I got from Sally's Baking Addiction. Her recipe is for the best soft chocolate chip cookies. I highly recommend you check it out. So this is my version of it. We are doing a mocha version of her chocolate chip cookies. These cookies are soft, chewy, and most important, chocolatey. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how we make them. For our mocha flavored cookies, I am using Cafe DeVita Mocha Cappuccino. It's an instant mocha mix. We get this in a big can from Costco, and I'm always looking for other ways to use it besides just in a drink. So we are using this in our cookies today. So in our electric mixer, we are going to start with 3/4 cup of softened butter. To that we will add 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar and a 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. And we'll go ahead and get our mixer going here to cream together the butter and those sugars. Once your butter is all creamed and looking fluffy, we are ready to add in our next ingredients. Next, we are adding 1 egg and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And we'll get our mixer going again to fully incorporate those wet ingredients. After a minute or two of mixing, you will most likely need to scrape down the sides of your bowl. And then carry on with your mixing to fully incorporate all those wet ingredients together. I don't know about you, but I just love baking. I just find it so relaxing and I really enjoy it. All right, that's looking good. So now we are ready to assemble our dry ingredients. We are going to be using 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and to that we will be adding 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, a 1/2 cup of our mocha cappuccino mix, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Give those all a little stir to mix them up together. And then we will add our dry ingredients into the mixer with our wet ingredients. Turn that puppy on and start to mix them together. When your flour has been mostly incorporated, it's okay if it's not completely mixed in. We're going to add our chocolate chips. I am using 1/2 cup of milk chocolate chips and 1/2 cup of bittersweet chocolate chips. And we'll turn that mixer back on just for another few seconds to incorporate those chocolate chips. We really don't want to run our mixer too long at this point, so a few good spins around there and you're good to go. Okay, our dough is done, so we are going to start scooping our cookie dough onto a sheet lined with a piece of parchment paper. I'm using a small cookie scoop to portion our cookies, but you could just use a couple tablespoons to portion them out as well. And once your cookie dough is all scooped, you may want to just take your hands and roll each ball of dough in between your hands just to get a slightly more uniform shape. And then we'll cover these with some plastic wrap and pop them into the fridge for at least an hour before baking. Now that our dough is chilled, we are ready to bake them. So we're going to place them on a parchment lined baking sheet, about a dozen at a time, and we'll bake these at 350 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes or until the edges begin to barely turn golden brown. And bam, cookies are baked. Oh, they look so good. Just to top it off, to make them look even better, we are going to press a few chocolate chips into the top of each one right when they're fresh out of the oven so that they'll sit in there nicely and won't fall off. This step is purely decorative, but I think it really finishes them off nice, being able to see those chocolate chips right up on top. And once your cookies have rested for about 5 minutes, you can transfer them to a cooling rack to cool the rest of the way, if they haven't all been gobbled up already. And that, my friends, is it. Those are our Mocha chocolate chip cookies. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to receive notifications on all of our future videos. Happy baking!